We have a 4-year-old girl and a 2-year-old boy, and I remember when we were having our first, naturally as first-time parents, you end up getting all these things that you pretty quickly realize are useless or gimmicky or overpriced and not really well made. And one of the things that stood out to me is that the most popular diaper bags, like the Skip Hop, the Uppa Baby, the materials were underwhelming. They had a bunch of like gimmicky features that weren't as useful as I imagined they would be. And also they're designed a lot more for women, which there's nothing wrong with that, but I didn't feel like super cool rocking any of those bags. So anyways, on this video, I'm gonna be talking about FiftyFifty Gear, a brand that has solved for that specific experience that I had, and I'm sure a lot of other people have run into with diaper bags. This is their Ready 22 liter bag, and then this is a Steady, which is bigger. It's 26 liters. I'm gonna talk about what I like the most about them, some nitpicks that I have, why all in all, this is the one that I would definitely go with between the two. I'll pack them out so you can see what fits in each of these, and then I'll share some final thoughts on who specifically these bags are designed for, where I think it'll be a worthwhile investment. So let's get into it. My favorite things about them are that they're incognito, right? They do not look or feel like diaper bags. Secondly is the quick access, specifically on the Steady, and probably the biggest reason for why I definitely prefer this one over the Ready. And then just lastly, the comfort factor, which I think is something that is lacking with most diaper bags. So starting off with the fact that it's an incognito diaper bag. If you saw me wearing one of these, you would not be thinking to yourself, oh, that's a diaper bag. And I think that's really the biggest point of differentiation with these bags. I had the opportunity to meet with Adam Haar, who started FiftyFifty Gear. I think it was like in 2021. I was connected to him by someone in the carry community, so thank you if you're watching the video. But his story really resonated with me. He told me that he was the head of product for Amazon's baby registry division for like 4 years, and he was seeing how many of these bags were selling, and that similar to me, that the top selling ones were just not well-made bags, had a lot of gimmicky features, and most importantly, they're bags that you're probably gonna rock for a few years, and once your kids get to a certain age, then you're gonna end up donating them to someone else. So his intention was to create a bag that was well-made, only incorporating features that would actually make it more functional as a diaper bag, in skipping all the gimmicky fluff, but also creating a bag that once your kids get to a certain age, you're not gonna feel the need to replace it with another bag, that this is a bag that you can continue using for your personal travel or everyday carry, which I think is really cool. And he partnered with a lead designer from Mystery Ranch to leverage his extensive experience manufacturing bomb-proof tactical bags, as well as his connections in the manufacturing world. Now, transparently, and something I told him as well, is that really our go-to system for our kids isn't even a backpack. We rock a larger sling. We used for a very long time the Bellroy Venture 10-liter camera sling. More recently, we've been using Air's Daysling 4 Max. We love the grab-and-go nature of slings. Also, like, our kids are already at an age where it's like, we just need diapers and wipes. And I'm very fortunate that my wife breastfeeds, because obviously there's additional complexity and bulk that goes with you when you're carrying formula and things like that. But between that, change of clothes, snacks, that's usually our go-to. And then if we're like traveling or taking them to the pool, something that requires like more space, we still take the sling because it's already packed with what we need, and then we'll just take another bag or a tote, duffel, whatever. But either way, I know that we're, I would say, more minimal than a lot of parents in that sense. I think for anyone that wants something more spacious, you can carry a lot of stuff, and especially for when you're traveling, but you don't want it to look like a diaper bag, you want something more gender neutral, then these are fantastic options in that sense. Second thing that I love about the Steady specifically is just such good quick access. Now, bags that are designed more specifically for everyday carry, the quick access is designed for tech or smaller things, and I feel like with kids, it's all about like quick access to bulky things, whether it's diapers, wipes, clothes, maybe a toy, snacks, if I didn't say it already, snacks. This bag really thrives there in a few ways. One, you get this vertical zippered pocket here with a really spacious pouch here that is perfect for diapers and wipes, like the thing that we're accessing the most. I love that it opens up, it's comfortable to get into. And when I talk about the nitpicks, I wish the Ready incorporated some of these quick access elements from the Steady, which is what makes it so functional. Beyond that, you get these like 2 side panel pockets. These 3 zippers are also like really smooth. And then you get this like nice waterproof padded liner for like milk bottles or anything else that you might carry. So great place to throw like your kids like water bottles, milk, etc. And then you have additional pouches there up top for snacks. And then beyond that, you get this yoke pocket. This bag definitely takes some Evergoods design cues. Like this yoke pocket is very much Evergoods, but I'm not complaining because I love this pocket. It's really spacious. So also a great place for snacks. Also the shell material, they're using a 420D recycled nylon that feels a lot like the high tenacity nylon. That's also 420D that Evergoods is using, like on their Cap 1, Cap 2, their CTB and MPL line. And then the last like little quick access is you get this like little side zipper here. So changing mat, little drawing tablet thingy, great quick access. And then just lastly is the comfort factor. I find that both of these bags are very comfortable. One of the biggest places where you'll see diaper bags completely neglect. The shoulder straps have like minimal padding. There's like minimal to no padding on the back area. They're more form over function. And you can tell they really prioritize comfort because you actually get like load lifters on both of these, which seeing load lifters on a 26-liter bag is already kind of like, okay, I'm not gonna complain about it because you can actually fit a good bit and it ends up getting heavy, but you get them also on the 22-liter bag, which I could very easily go without them, but I'll still take it. Just really nice like foam padding and then just like a sternum strap there to also help with the comfort. Yeah, and I think especially if you're traveling and lugging this thing around, comfort is something that I value quite a bit. Now, as far as my nitpicks go, the main ones are that I feel like functionality-wise, the Ready lack the main functional design elements that I really appreciate for a diaper bag from the Steady. Secondly is the standability factor. And then lastly, the fact that there's no external water bottle holders on the Steady. So when I look at the Ready, I feel like where it does shine is that yes, it'll make for a solid EDC bag when you're no longer using it as a diaper bag. It definitely does not look like a diaper bag. It's got a pretty cool look to it. I feel like in terms of diaper bag functional features that this one has, you have like the spill-proof liner for the water bottle pockets. You get like a little quick access here in the back, which can be a place for your changing pad or a variety of other things. And then you also get, which both bags get, these G-hooks that you can leverage for putting on the stroller, which I really appreciate. And yeah, those are definitely like nice things to have in a diaper bag, but I just feel like it's not enough of a reason for me to go for something like this rather than just using a premium backpack that might not be designed for carrying things for kids, but where it will still get the job pretty much just as well, if not better in ways. Whereas this one, yeah, you don't get the awesome, like you do get a front zippered pocket, but it's a lot tighter. So like if you put diapers and wipes in there, for example, and you have stuff in the main compartment, it's really hard to get into. You don't get these awesome like side access pockets that you can get into while you're wearing the bag. The top yoke pocket. So like I get that they were trying to just design a different bag, right? Just to have more differentiation within their lineup, but I feel like the design execution on this bag is fantastic. I get for a lot of people this is just way too big, especially for every day, but I personally would have preferred just a scaled back version of this that still incorporates the key things that makes this bag so awesome, just in a smaller size. Secondly is the standability factor. Right now, this bag is packed out with a bunch of stuff, probably way more than I would actually put in here. So that's helping with the standing, and this one definitely stands better than this one. but this one, I had to put like a packing cube at the bottom in a very specific way to keep it from flopping over for the video. But like to me, standability, just in general, is really important in bags, but specifically for a diaper bag, is you want to be as hands-free as possible. Say you're at a park, whatever, you need to change your kid's diaper. Having to like not only like plop this guy, but worry about like plopping it on something so that it stays standing, so that while you're like holding your kid or whatever, you can get into the bag, is super important. So it's less of a big deal on the big one, but definitely a much bigger deal on this one. And then lastly, with this being a bigger bag, I would have liked to see one external water bottle holder. So you get two on this one, but I just find that like it's solid if you're just caring for your kids, but especially when I'm traveling, like carrying your own water bottle, you have the space for it, right? Like here on the side, you can technically maybe like a smaller water bottle, put it in here, but once the main compartment starts getting filled out, these like bottle holder pockets become a lot tighter and harder to get into. So really like how they advertise it is for you to like throw your water bottle here, but it's just gonna, yeah, give me anxiety. Let me walk you through them and pack it out. This is the Steady, the 26 liter. So you can see up close, they're using that 420D recycled nylon. So it's like a smooth, malleable fabric. I really like it. The only thing is it's a little bit of a lint particle magnet, which on the green one, you don't see it as much. Black, I guess, is a little bit more versatile, but I like the color on the green one. So you have on the back panel, shoulder straps. You have on both this one, you have these awesome aluminum G-hooks, and they're designed so that you can secure it to the stroller. Nice foam padding. Feels kind of like the mouse pad foam padding. You get a luggage pass-through that's vertically oriented. On the big one, you don't on the smaller one. And then beyond that, you get a sternum strap, which is adjustable with just like a standard buckle. And then some strap keepers. It is cool how they leave a little extra webbing flap just to ensure that it stays like secure. It doesn't fall out. Surprisingly, I've reviewed a lot of bags and I have not seen that. They do it here and they do it here as well. Now, as far as like compartments go, you have this front zippered pocket. This brings you into like an admin panel, but this is actually not the main compartment. You have another one behind there, but this is to me like the ideal spot for diapers and wipes. I really like how cavernous this pouch is, and also the liner fabric that they're using feels really, really great. Again, he partnered with the lead designer, if I'm not mistaken, from Mystery Ranch. They make really bomb-proof, like tactical bags. So just like leaning into his experience and connections in the bag manufacturing world to create this guy. You get two of these compartments. As you can see, this one have a water bottle, some snacks. The other nice thing about these side pockets is that you can access them comfortably while the bag is on you, including this middle one. So I will just throw another bottle here. Let me show you just like if you were to throw, this is a 24-ounce Awala. So with the bag like not too filled out, that's where you can put a water bottle for an adult person, or you can just throw something smaller like this and then be able to throw more snacks for the kids. Top pocket here, this is the yoke pocket, very similar to the Evergoods one. And within here, you get a stretch mesh zippered pouch, as well as a key leash for keys. Throw even more snacks in here right now, or a good place for quick access for your own things, sunglasses, headphones, etc. And then the other like quick side access you have is here. So just so you can see if you want to throw your laptop, this is a 14-inch MacBook Air. Now you have to, for a 14-inch, it really goes in, but it's like very forced. So yeah, for the laptop itself, it's a lot more comfortable just to get into it from this side rather than
from the side if you have a bigger one, but still a place that you can put it, no problem. There's just, yeah, and you actually get like a solid false bottom, so you get good protection there for your laptop. But this is a great place for the changing pad, which I believe is an additional one, but this thing's actually like super legit. Oftentimes companies, they just add accessories for the sake of it, but I've been genuinely impressed with the accessories that FiftyFifty makes. You get like a soft padding here. The liner feels great. And one thing that he brought up, which is actually like really smart, is that a lot of the changing pads on the market, there's no top or bottom part that's obvious. And if you think about it, you're changing your kids, their butt is getting on one area. Ideally, let that be the butt place, not the butt and the head. So I think this is a really cool accessory. Candidly, like us, we used changing mat like at first with our first kid, but then just like eventually just became one of those things that we really didn't end up using as much, but we are not everybody. Then beyond that, the main compartment here. So you get another pouch that's nice and spacious there. Throw change of clothes for the two kids. You get these like side pouches. This is another accessory that they have. This is their blowout bag, which is honestly like really well made. Doesn't take up much space when you're not using it, but when you are, just like a little bit of that and money. So like if you want to just keep that in your bag. Side pouch is great for it. Just so you can see them, these are like little storage bags. If you do want to like be hyper organized or throw snacks or whatever in here, these are honestly like, I really like the liner, the ripstop nylon that they're using, as well as this like semi-transparent like structured mesh, but these are great. Beyond that, you have a zippered pocket here, nice stretch mesh. And then on the other side, just a lot of organization. Another key leash, another pouch, and then stretch mesh pocket here as well. So that's it on this guy. And this one I'm not going to pack out, but this is the 20 liter, the Ready. Same shell fabric, the 420D recycled nylon. I really like this green color. You get pretty much the same straps and the back padding material on this one. Load lifters, which I talked about, kind of unnecessary for a 22 liter bag, but you also get the G-hooks, the aluminum G-hooks for stroller. Here you get two external water bottle holders, and they have like the spill-proof liner, so like great for milk bottles or whatever, but this is a 24 ounce Awala if you want a more adult-sized water bottle in there. You get that. You get another one on this side, and then you get some like side compression straps if you want to attach things to it. Now the front stash pocket is a lot less spacious than the other one, so once the main compartment starts filling up, this one becomes a little less usable. Then you have top like quick access pocket here, no organization, just a key leash, and then the empty space, so a good spot for snacks or whatever. You get a similar side access pocket. This one is even tighter, about the same, but again, not great for laptops, better for just like side access to your changing mat. And then into the main compartment, a lot of organization in this guy as well. You just get one stretch mesh pocket. I really like the stretch mesh that they're using. It feels heavy duty. Then you get another pocket here. You get another like pockets here on this side. I don't love these, to be honest, because they're just like kind of tight to get into, and the way they're stitched on, it's kind of hard to zip and unzip. But I mean, I'm not going to complain. It's just extra organization. And you get 2 internal pouches here, and then another elastic pouch here. Now for this one, I do find that all in all works better for laptop here. This is again the 14-inch. So yeah, that's it.
So final thoughts. If you're having your first kid and you're in the market for a diaper bag, or you've already tried a few diaper bags and you've had a similar experience as me, that you find that the materials are not refined at all, it's not comfortable, it's got a lot of like gimmicks that really don't end up being used, and you'd rather just invest in a bag that is well made, but that it's also gonna serve its purpose beyond being a diaper bag, where once your kids get to a certain age, you can then like have this be your bag. Now, as I mentioned, like for us, our go-to is just like a larger sling. For kids, I think for travel, once you're taking like snacks, their toys, layers, and you want all of that in addition to diapers, wipes, all of those other essentials, having something like this is really practical. So yeah, if you're the kind of person that maybe you're not like as obsessed with backpacks as I am, because like personally, like I wouldn't buy this bag to then after like having kids being able to like use another bag. I have a lot of other bags that I enjoy for carrying non-kid stuff significantly more, but I represent the minority of consumers, especially when it comes to bags. If you view a bag as a tool that you want to invest in once and have it as long as possible, and the compelling event is that you now have kids and you want something that's specialized and more focused for that, where you have fantastic access to the bulkier things, diapers, wipes, snacks, changing pad, having G-hooks that you can attach it to a stroller, then I think it's a really good option. But other than that, best of luck and cheers.